Nation's number one DJ, DJ Rockwell.
Yo, this is Apocalypse, the lyrical warner, hip-hop revelator. And you rockin' with the nation's number one DJ, DJ Rockwell, you understand me?
Ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters, everyone, peace. This is your brother DJ Rockwell, the nation's number one DJ. I am so happy to be here with you. This is live, L-I-V-E. This is the first live broadcast of 2024. Come on, man. Come on. I am so grateful. I'm so happy. And tonight is a special reason to be live. Tonight is a special occasion to do a live version of the Rockwell Radio Show. Man, because tonight, I get the humble privilege and pleasure to celebrate my little bro, my big bro, the producer of the Rockwell Radio Show, Big Dave C. So we asking if you enjoy the show, if you know Big Dave, if you love Big Dave like we do in this family, we're asking everybody to go ahead, like we normally do, observe the 3 rules of the Rockwell Radio Show. Go ahead, hit the like and share button, tag someone to come join us in this very brief celebration. And we want everybody to go ahead and subscribe to the Rockwell Radio Show on YouTube. You can follow us, matter of fact, on all of our platforms. Follow us on Facebook, The Rockwell Radio Show. Follow us on Facebook, DJ Rockwell. Follow us on IG, The Rockwell Radio Show and DJ Rockwell. All social media platforms, you can find us under those 2. And we see the love already coming in. Matter of fact, no matter where you're watching from, do us a favor and let us know what city, what state that you're cluing in from, that you're tapping in from. If you're watching from out of the country, be sure to let us know where you're watching from. So today is a celebration. A few months ago, we had Big Cam, West Coast Cam was here. And he talked about why he doesn't like the phrase giving flowers. And it was a very reasonable, logical way. So a reason why he said, I don't prefer to do giving flowers. Decatur in the building, what's good? So for this reason, I don't want to give Dave flowers. I want to show the world why we're grateful for a brother like Big Dave. It's okay to show people why you love them, why you support them. Big brother Hamza in the building. And we might even open the phone lines later. So if you want to call in and give a shout out and show some love to Big Dave, it's all right if we do that. My man Hamza is representing ATL. Love you, boy. You know what? Before I bring Dave to the celebration, I'm going to let a few more people come in the room. What I want to also say is thank you to everyone who supported on the 100th episode of the Rockwell Radio Show, which is going to be airing next week. My God, thank you to everybody that showed up and showed out. We had a blast, and I cannot wait to share with you what we did for the 100th episode. But for right now, we're going to welcome to the platform. And let me say this. We've been doing this, and when I say this, I mean soldiering together, rocking together. We've been in the nation together going on 28 years. And people still don't know to this day that Big Dave C is my blood brother. Same mother, same father. Grew up in the same house, stealing each other's cornflakes, all that. That's my blood brother. And we've had the pleasure, or I've had the pleasure of rocking with him for all this time. And I'm so glad that he rocks with us to do the production job. I'm telling you, I got the best producer in the podcast game. So with no further ado, please welcome the brother who we're celebrating tonight, paying homage to tonight. And again, we're not going to be here long, but I wanted to make sure that everybody knows that this right here, this is my man, 50 Grand. Please welcome to the Rockwell Radio Show. He's here every week, my man, Big Dave C. Come on, there you go, there you go, there you go, there you go, there you go.
There I go.
Happy born day, King.
Praise belongs to Allah. Thank you, my brother. Thank you for so much more than what I could ever really say, man. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Oh,
Thank
man. I tell you what, let me get the beat right here. Change the beat up. Now, what people don't know, people see you behind the scenes. People see you working in the Rockwell Radio Show.
Yeah.
But what people don't also know is your talent as a voiceover artist.
Yes,
People don't know that the voiceover artist is actually a big business for those who are content creators, and there's those who are doing very well for themselves. Let me use this as a moment to shout out my man, Big J Delay.
You know it. That
Jay
guy.
Delay, if you know him, tag him. Tell him I'm talking about him.
In a good way, though.
In a good way. So what I want to do, Big Dave, is we're just going to ask a couple of questions.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
We're going to tell some jokes. And if the people feel like, we might even take some phone calls, man, if you're up for it.
I'm up for it, man. I ain't got nothing else to do in this cold weather. It's cold outside.
Come on, man. So this is a celebration, people. So what I want to do is just point out real quick. Can we even, my man is celebrating 47 years younger than
7 of them things, man. I'm so thankful, man. Look, I gotta give thanks, of course, to Almighty God, Allah, who came in the person of Master Father Muhammad,
Go ahead.
himself known,
Yeah.
taught, raised the most honorable Elijah Muhammad, and left with us the honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan.
Come on.
I'm eternally grateful and thankful for those 3 men, and with the permission of Allah, I was born through the love and giving of my mama Betty Jean and my pops James, from whom I get my first name, James David. I am grateful for those 2. I can't say enough about them without becoming emotional. So yeah, just had to say that, man.
Well, since you said that about becoming emotional,
here it comes.
What we're going to do is talk about the people on the screen.
Oh, Lord have mercy.
Yeah. That was a perfect segue that you just gave us, Big Dave.
Oh, man, come on with it.
I want you to talk about your memories, your favorite memory of that beautiful Black woman in the middle, Betty Jean. And then I want you to talk about that strong Black man to her left, our right, James David. What are those? What do you think about them? What do you remember the most?
Mama. There's too much to say what I remember the most about her. The cadence of her voice, the embrace and strength of her hugging me personally. Like my hugs from her was different from everybody else's.
Come on, man.
That woman, her face, her kisses on my face, me sitting on her lap, steering the wheel when I was definitely too young to be doing that in the car. Sitting at the dinner table, surrounded by everybody in this picture, with that woman having cooked for us, and that man to her left, our right, being the one to go out and make it happen so that we could do all of that.
Come on, man.
That man, James, David Morgan, uh, the source of faith, the example of faith that he gave from the time before I knew anything until the time that he took his last breath. Uh, Such a great example of a man of faith, just strength, man. And the older I get, the better I understand it, the better I'm able to appreciate it
Indeed.
in my own walk. So I'm grateful. I'm thankful for them, and I hope to be the best of what they gave me and more.
A round of applause for James David and Betty Jean, with us forever and forever and forever.
Amen.
Now, obviously, we're not really big on doing quote unquote birthdays, but I think it's always appropriate to pay honor to our parents when we are blessed enough to see another trip around the sun.
Absolutely.
Uh, and as we pay this one to you, big bro, I want to get into this new thing that you are now doing. I want people to know about it.
Yes,
People
sir.
have been commenting about it. Um, but before we get to the highlight about what you've begun to do as a new hobby and perhaps even a new business, you just talked about a moment ago. A moment ago, you mentioned about faith,
Yes, sir.
and you, sir, are a registered member of the Nation of Islam, a registered follower of the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan, a
This is true.
certified, on the books, final call selling, bow tie wearing fruit of Islam. That's
This
you.
is true. This is true. This is true. This right here. Boom.
Word. So
Ah, ah.
I want you to take a second, since we're talking about faith. How did you come to the teachings? How did you come to be a follower of the Honorable Elijah Muhammad under the leadership of the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan? How did it happen? Tell the story.
How? How did I find myself in the Nation of Islam?
Yeah.
I understand better now than ever how it came to be. And it started with two things. Again, this great newspaper, the Final Call newspaper, by way of that guy that just asked the question, DJ Rockwell, Vaughn, a.k.a. my big brother.
Hey.
Uh, when we were younger, he used to back home in St. Louis, where we from, y'all, STL. He used to always go out and buy the Final Call newspaper, bring him back home. After he was finished with him, sit him in his bedroom, and after he was gone, unbeknownst to him, me along with the rest of the younger siblings, we would go and raid his room, listen to his music, wear his clothes, mess his stuff up, and swear we didn't do it.
Rascals.
And I would always flip through the final calls that he left. I don't know what drew me to it. I don't know why. But I would always look at the cover, open the final call newspaper, and look at the title of every article from front to back. I may have read some of the articles, I don't know. But that was the start of something that I understand now is still feeding me.
Listen.
Uh, and we hear all the time the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan say that the Final Call newspaper is his best minister. And
Teach.
I understand that better now. Just that paper getting into one person's hand is going to touch people than you can ever really know. So whatever brother gave those papers to Vaughn, DJ Rockwell, it came through our entire house. And I was fortunate enough to be one of the ones to get a hold of it and flip through it and look. And it's still feeding me today. So that was my introduction to Islam. And, fast forward a bit, Vaughn, DJ Rockwell, eventually moved to Atlanta, and I was still in St. Louis at home, still in school. And shortly after graduation, he called back home. And at one point, he said, I wonder if you remember this, Vaughn. You said Dave, whenever you see the brothers on the corner with the Final Call newspaper, get one. And from that very moment, it was as if they appeared out of thin air.
Wow.
It's like they didn't exist before. I didn't
Mm.
see them. I have no recollection of seeing them prior to you telling me that. But when you said that, poof, 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 everywhere. And everywhere I saw the brothers, I got a Final Call newspaper. So there it is again, feeding me, feeding me. And then one of your visits back home to St. Louis, you took us to the mosque there in St. Louis, number 28, Muhammad's Mosque number 28. And I would have accepted Islam on that first visit had we not been on our way to Atlanta the next day or two. But of course, shortly after arriving in Atlanta, there we went, and here I am by the grace of Allah.
There's the story, ladies and gentlemen. We're celebrating my little big brother, Dave C. How did you come to the name Dave C? Real quick, let's.
I can't honestly say that it was something that dropped on my mind, and I fell in love with it. But it's just really my first name, of course, and my middle initial, which C would be my middle initial. I ain't telling y'all what my middle name is.
I'll tell y'all later.
But I spell it SEA.
What's up? Yeah, give us a story behind that. Why why stylize it as SEA?
The C, Dave C. Just my love of water to begin with. I love the ocean, swimming, all of that stuff. And as vast as the seas are, is how I like to think of the inspiration that I get, or my source of inspiration, in fact, from Almighty God. Just receiving inspiration from wherever He has it, and it's an endless body of water, a body of knowledge. So I think that's the best way I can explain Dave C.
How
And
about it?
Big Dave.
That's a great answer. Shout out to my brother William in the house. Oakland is in the building, ladies
No
and
doubt.
gentlemen. So we didn't come here to be long, but we came here to be strong, because not only are we celebrating Big Dave C today, what we're really doing is putting on Front Street his new endeavor. Big Dave, the floor is yours. Tell them about what you do, why you do it.
You said it. I read it. This was just an idea that many of which I get. I get so many ideas and inspirations that if I began to share them with you all, or even with you, Vaughn, you would think I'm more crazy than I am. I mean, really, some of the ideas I get, I just have to stop and wonder why. Where did this come from? But this was just another thought. And at some point recently in my life, I decided that I'm not going to just sit on my thoughts anymore, my ideas, because I don't believe I get them for no reason. I don't believe they just come for me to say, that was funny, that was cool, that was whatever, and then for it to go away. You know,
Hold on, let me press you pause real quick.
yes,
Brother
sir.
William says you owe him a present. So tell Brother William it's in the mail, Brother William, from him.
Hmm. Oh yeah, he did recently have a birthday, I believe. So I don't know, maybe I can rap for you or something, or sing. I'll sing for you. You won't like
Oh,
it, but it'll be a gift to somebody. I don't know.
Brother William, you don't want that. Please continue, sir.
So yes, an idea. One, I decided that I'm not going to just sit on these ideas, because we get these things for a reason, and depending on what you believe, we get them from somewhere, someone,
Mhm.
for a reason, and to do something with them. Thoughts are things, and they become things. So this one, I decided, you know what, I'm going to follow through with it and do something that I heretofore previous before had done been not been doing, be consistent with it. And thankfully I've been able to do that so far. So you said it, I read it. Many times when I read people's posts on social media, I will get an inspiration to not just read it the way that they wrote it, or the way that I see it on the screen, but I will get almost an entire presentation in my mind music in the background, sound effects, intersecting thoughts and conversations or whatever to accentuate the point that I feel that they're making. So I go through and try to uh, present all of that how I would like it to see or to be seen, or the way I see it in my mind, hear it in my head, uh, and give the world my thoughts from somebody else's statement and say, hey, you said it. This is how I read it. This is my presentation of such a thing.
I tell you what, when I first saw it, I couldn't do nothing but stand up and applaud right where I was and say that this is absolutely brilliant, unique, and original. And out of everything that Big Dave just said, ladies and gentlemen, even though his explanation was clear and descriptive, this is not something that you can't just hear him talk about. You got to watch it for yourself. So we're going to play a few of these, Dave. And on the other side, we want to hear you describe it, talk about what that was, what it came from, and get some of the feedback from these great content that you're providing to the people. So again, this is DJ Rockwell. That's my man, Big Dave C. We're celebrating his born day and talking about his new endeavor called You Said It, I Read It. Here's the first one I want to play. And boy, it is funny. Watch this, y'all.
In today's edition of You Said It, I Read It, we bring you Fight by Miss Paula Foster. Keep pushing. Keep going. Through the tears, fight. Through the pain, fight. Through the negative thoughts, fight. Through the betrayal, fight. What does fighting look like? Prayer, honesty with God, worship, praise, therapy, moans and groans, tears, screams, determination. Do I need to keep going? Listen, someone is waiting on your victory so they can get theirs.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's Big Dave C.
That's
You said it, I read it is the name of that content that he is now doing on his Facebook and IG pages. And I'm sorry, I didn't mean to say that one was the funny one. That was the deep one. In fact, I can't even describe it. But tell us, when you do these, Dave, and people see you dramatizing their post in this way, what is their response? And what are some of the responses that people are giving you once they see that?
Well, so far, all of the responses have been very, very warm and well received. That one in particular, that was one of my earlier ones, and still to date one of my favorite. Paula Foster, we worked together at a previous job of mine. Still, a good friend I consider. I'm so extremely proud of her path and where she's going. I follow her posts and her statements of faith, like that one. And usually the ones that I select are ones that pierce me in some way, whether it be humorous or, emotional, in whatever direction. And that was one such post. When I read it, a couple of times, of course, I didn't just read what she said. It touched me to a point of, darn near tears. And again, that starts the whole cycle in my mind of how I hear it. And I start to read it, and before I record anything, I start to read it how I hear it. So it really just comes out easy like that. And when she heard that one, she was overjoyed. I wish I had gotten some of her commentary. Thank you,
William.
Yeah, your brother William.
And Sister Victoria.
Victoria, I ain't forget y'all names. I've got 1,000 things. But she loved it. She loved it, and most of the comments on that one, they felt what she said even more. So I didn't feel like, and I don't feel like it's something that I'm taking over from those people. I'm more so pushing what they said and just making it, more present or something. I don't know, but again, she really liked that, as well as the second one I did for her. I wish we had it to play.
Man, I tell you what, this I haven't ever seen anything like this in terms of content on social media before. Let's go to this one because you do touch the comedy, and anybody who knows Big Dave, we grew up. Any one of us in our house could have been comedians, and you definitely have found the funny with some of these as well. Let's play one more before we go. Watch
Yes,
this,
sir.
y'all.
In this edition of You Said It, I Read It, we bring you Too Expensive by Mr. Andrew Latchison. If it costs you your... 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 If it costs you your peace, it's too expensive.
So how do you choose which post would translate into a good "you said it, I read it"?
The only way I can answer that is just, again, how it hits me, how it inspires me. What I hear in my head when I read it, what I envision going on when I read whatever the post is. Uh and like that's a good example of one that's just a couple of short sentences, not a lot to read at all. So I brought more activity around it to help punch the point. Very simple statement. If it costs you too much, if it costs you your piece, it's too expensive. Something we've all heard before. So I wanted to get a little something extra to go along with that anybody can identify with, featuring my baby girl Ava and her best friend Zaya, of course. The water gun
In
was
their
there.
hands.
I didn't even. I don't know where they got that from,
Oh
but
yeah, that was a great closer.
it's just what I hear and see playing in my mind as I read those posts, and I'll laugh to myself. And then after I finish laughing or crying or whatever the case is, then I get to work with the presentation and give you what you all see.
Ladies and gentlemen, you're tuned in to the first live broadcast of the year. And I can't think of a better reason to jump on and go live to celebrate my brother over here. That's Big Dave C, who's celebrating a born day today. And so if you're out in these internet streets, feel free to go ahead and wish our brother well, because this is family, y'all. And when I say family, I don't mean just him, I mean y'all too. And as we get ready to close, Big Dave, we just celebrated our 100th episode, which is going to run next
100.
week.
Yes.
Yo, I want to do a big shout out to Sister Victoria X, a.k.a. Black Honesty, student minister Jamal Muhammad. I want to also shout out my dear Sister Tequila Muhammad, who showed up and showed out.
That's right.
Shout out to Brother Stanley and his wife Ruth over at Akira's Cafe right here in College Park, Georgia. We cannot wait for you all to see that episode. And again, we thank every donor, every sponsor, because we didn't set out to do this long, really. Big Dave and I set out to just let's see what happens. Let's see if we can make a difference, and let's see if we can get to 100 episodes.
Just 100.
And we did. And yo, so before we go, give us what you experienced at the taping of the 100th episode of the podcast?
Nervousness. But I wasn't even on camera. I wasn't on stage or nothing. But I was nervous but happy, and my excitement and joy outweighed and got dealt away with the nervousness very easily, very quickly. Um, it. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Hey,
Uh,
CJ.
it was so fun, getting to see our panelists do what seemed to be so natural to them. They all did such a wonderful job, and of course, you as the host, the audience had a great time, and I look forward to doing that again and again, bigger and better. But it was fun. It served as a great template, a learning opportunity to do things like that for ourselves and for other people. So I look forward to sharing that with the world, and I look forward to doing it again.
Well, brother, we've hit the 30-minute mark just now. We said we was going to get on and get off in 30 minutes. We're at that time now. Brother, I want to give the closing word to you, to anything you want to say to the family, the Rockwell Radio Show family, those who are subscribers, those who are supporters of what we do, those who have been a supporter of you and your personal journey. Anything you want to say, the floor is yours.
Well, let's see. Yeah.
Shout out list.
Something that another brother, one of our other brothers, Steve Chase, Brandon, said to me some years ago. Many of us have not yet decided what we want to do. If we had decided what we want to do, we would be doing it. And for some reason, that rung a bell in my mind then and still now. Sometimes when I'm sitting around doing nothing, knowing that I could and should be doing something, that's what's playing in my mind. If we had decided whatever it is we want to do, we would be doing it. So many times that causes me to get up and start writing, and start to become productive. Uh, Finding your why. We've all heard that before. Your why, whatever it is for you, and whatever inspiration that you've been given, it was given to you. It wasn't given to somebody else. Whatever talents, gifts that you have or have yet to discover, they were given to you and you alone. And even if it's the same thing that you see somebody else doing, they're not going to do it. They're not going to do it the way that you do it. They're not going to say it, sing it, place it, build it, whatever, the way that you have been given to do it. Lastly, I'll say something that our student minister here in Atlanta, brother student minister Abdul Sharif Muhammad, said in an interview on the Rockwell Radio Show.
Come on.
He said, too many of us are afraid to put our faith to exchange.
Oh, I love that quote.
That's another thing that rings in my mind, putting our faith to exchange. And that makes me think about the men in the Bible we read about with the talents, the three brothers given the talents, and the one who didn't want to go and take it to the market or take it and do anything with it. He decided to sit on it and bury it and keep it the same until the taskmaster came back for that one talent. And the other two went off and did whatever with theirs and multiplied their talents. I looked at that statement, what the student minister said, what the Bible says, and I looked at my two older brothers, Vaughn and Brandon, and watching them just, flourish with their talents, working hard at them, and seeing the fruits of their labor. I said, I'm not going to be that one dude who sat on his talents. I'm not going to be that dude. I don't care what it is. I'm going to try it. I get an idea. I'm going to try it. And if that doesn't work, I'm going to try the next one and the next one and the next one. I'm not going to get caught out there like that. So you're going to either see me with a whole bunch of broken ideas that I have tried, or you're not going to see me at all.
Brother, I can't say it no better than that. No better than that. And I want to shout out to my baby girl out there, Demeter. Demeter, we see you out there. I just sent you a text to let you know who's going to be on. My story is Dave to a fault. Matter of fact, Demeter, stay right there. Stay right there, Demeter. We're gonna give you an opportunity right now, Demeter, to call in.
Lord, have mercy.
I was gonna get off, but Why not?
If
Anita, here's what I want you to do. I want you to call this number right now, and I want you to say to your baby brother, happy birthday if you want to. Then we'll get off the air. Matter of fact, anybody, before we close, we invite anyone who wants to wish our brother well on this day that we were blessed with him. You can call us right now if you like at 449-197-399. And again, my whole thing is, man, none of us are here for a long time. And I'll be damned if you be in my sphere or in my orbit and I don't tell you what you mean to me. So, brother, I am grateful for you, brother, man, for every day of those 47 years that you've been by us, man. And now that we get to work together, soldier together, and do this together, I'm grateful. Grateful.
Brother,
So,
you make it easy, Vaughn, to work cheerfully and fear not, even when it's the hardest, and I do mean the hardest things in life that you have to face.
come on now. Oh, I got a call coming in right now. You know what?
Uh-oh.
Let me set it up. Let me set it up.
Scared.
There you go, baby. Talk to him now.
Hey, baby brother, how are you? Happy birthday. God bless you. I'm so glad that you're making it to the upper 40s. Most black men don't do that. So I'm grateful to be able to say, I see my brother and he's still with me.
Come on.
Now look here, Demeter. Don't you go telling those secrets, all right?
What secret? Okay, listen. Okay, to the audience, hello to everybody who's listening. Dave has no secret because the boy he lives his life in the open, and that's a beautiful thing. But what I want to also convey to those who are listening, he also will not hide or lie for you. Okay, so here's the story real quick. As a young teen, it was this guy in the neighborhood who liked me that I did not like.
Ooh.
And so the brother comes, knocks on the front door, and he asked for me. Dave answered that particular door knock. And I am behind the door doing all the hand gestures, waves, cutting across my neck just to indicate to him, let the brother know I'm not here. And Dave said she's behind the door saying she's not here. That's the brother that I had.
I never heard this story.
Hey, look,
Man,
I plead the fifth, all
I
right?
had to go out on that porch and talk to that brother for about 30 minutes to an hour. I didn't want to see him. I ain't like him. But Dave just would not lie. This is the same brother who got all us hooked because we was jumping on the bed and he decided he had to use the bathroom at that moment.
Oh, Lord. Goodbye, Demeter.
I did do that.
Call me, North Carolina. Let me know. Hit me up. I'll let you know some stuff.
Oh, man.
All right, love you, baby.
I just wanted to get it in. I love y'all. I'll let you later, okay?
All right, bye-bye. You're on with Big Dave, show on the Rockwell Radio Show. Who's speaking? Oh, we lost somebody. They calling now, Dave. They calling now.
Call back. Whoever that was, call back.
Wait, try it again, y'all.
So, man,
try it again. Call us back. Somebody, whoever that was, call us back.
I remember that like it was yesterday because it was not yesterday. I was still young enough to where.
All right, let's take this one, Dave.
Save me. Oh,
You're live on the Rockwell Radio Show. Who's speaking?
What you won't do.
Yeah.
Got everything
Sing it, homie. Sing it.
Don't give up.
in my world.
Only you.
That's right.
It's a teacher.
I love it.
Look, Dave is mad because we killed his song. We crushed it.
Oh.
Disrespectful. He looking like, what the hell are they?
No, not at all. Never that.
This is our brother's born day, his birth anniversary. Yeah, I thought he was 33.
Come on.
Hey. Yeah.
Dave, we would stay and talk. We gotta hurry over to the gas station and get some dinner.
You already know, Brother Dave. You already know.
Yeah,
I got y'all.
This is inside. Love you, Brother Dave.
Love you very much, family. Hey,
Love y'all.
Tell him, man, we just coming at him soon. Have y'all seen him?
I haven't today, but when I see him, I'll definitely pass on the message.
Same here.
Will you do that? Thank you, sir.
Wa alaikum salam. Dave, the calls are still coming. You're live on the Rockwell Radio Show with Rockwell and Big Dave C. Who's speaking?
Hi, Uncle David, Uncle Vaughn. It's your niece Story. How you doing?
Hey, baby.
I just wanted to say happy birthday to you, Uncle D. You've been the best uncle that I have been. No offense, Uncle Vaughn. But I love
Click.
you too. But I love you too. Both is easy. Would I say I have anything embarrassing facts for Uncle David? No, but I guess I can say the times that we've gone to the beach together have been hilarious. Just seeing him get smacked by a bunch of waves, shirtless.
Oh, that's always fun.
Yes.
That's great stuff right there. Thank God no video exists.
Oh man, just wait till y'all come back down to North Carolina. Just know I'm gonna catch it this time.
So I'm not going back to North Carolina, y'all.
Right.
It's okay. Don't worry
Brother
about
Dean.
it. You're gonna miss it, and I'll be there. No problem.
Love you, Niecy. Love you.
Love you, and happy birthday. Hope to see you guys soon.
Yes, ma'am.
Oh no, it's almost your birthday too.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, my birthday's in 4 days.
Oh, that's right. That's right. You told me that.
She's gonna be 15, y'all.
Yeah.
15 years old. That's
It is on the 16th.
Try 13.
yeah.
13.
I'll be turning into 21, y'all. 21.
Nope.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
Come on.
Absolutely not. Love you, baby. Love you to life.
Love you to life, guys. Bye-bye.
Right, bye-bye. Oh man, we celebrating up here, Dave.
I didn't know. I knew, but I didn't think about the fact that I get to be the first show of 2024. That's dope.
He got hit with the bird. The minute you should have told that story while you was on. Oh, Jameer said, let's talk about that.
Look, I take that as, me taking the shot for the family because nobody else got hit, and there was plenty of seagulls around that day at the beach. I was warmed over with bird poop.
Brother, thank you for taking one for the team on that day.
No, it was 2 or 3. So
let's get off this phone. Let's get off of here, man. Is there anyone else that wants to wish our brother well as he enjoys his born day today before we go? You can either send it via text. You can call right now for the next minute while we're on the air. Dave, bro, again, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. This show don't roll without Big Dave C. We've done 100 episodes, and we're going to run with the 100th episode next week. We thank everybody, all of the donors, the sponsors. Let me, in fact, shout them all out now by name, or at least the sponsors for sure. We definitely want to give thanks to the Nation Station 193.0 on YouTube. Biggest sponsor. We love y'all. We thank y'all. We give thanks to Nothing But the Truth. Thank you. We give big thanks to my DJ family, DJ's Day Out, DJ Tina Shea, DJ AC. Man, brother, when we put forth our faith, like you said, to exchange, the universe responds. God took a step towards us because we took a step towards him to try out an idea.
That's right.
And I cannot wait to share it with the world next week. All right, now for sure, last word is yours when we out of here.
Man, do it. You think it, just do it. Try it. If it's good, of course.
Right.
In the beginning was the word. In the beginning is the word. You hear it in your head. And then the word becomes flesh. You speak that word, and words are things. Thoughts are things, and words are things. It becomes flesh. And that, I've heard the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan speak about real pleasure. Something in your mind that you are able to bring into existence. The beginning is the word. Word is made flesh, and the flesh, make your word, your thoughts, things of flesh, things that exist and dwell among men. And you will experience true happiness. And I'm walking into that right now. Thanks to Allah, thanks to many people, and Vaughn, thanks to you, brother. Thank you.
Love you, King. Once again, happy born day from the Rockwell Radio Show to you, from the Rockwell Radio Show family, subscribing listeners. Big Dave, we get one more call. Should we take it?
Who is this? Who is this?
Let's take it. You, caller, have the last word on the Rockwell Radio Show for Big Dave. Go ahead.
Assalamu alaikum. This is Sister Victoria X.
Black Honesty in the building. My sister.
Y'all look good, sound good. Thank you, Brother Big Dave, for sharing that wisdom. I mean, I'm over here, I'm lit. And I said, you know what? It's too late to call. I said, let me just go ahead and see if I can get this call in. And I want to just say thank you again, Brother DJ Rockwell, my favorite DJ, for having me on the show for y'all 100th episode. It was fire. I enjoyed myself, and I'm looking forward to seeing it. And y'all have a beautiful, blessed night.
Sister, thank you. You lit it on fire. I cannot wait for the world to hear what you brought to the table. And the only thing that I regret is that I didn't ask you to do a piece for us that day. But hopefully you'll come back and be able to do that for us.
Definitely.
You already know it, my brother. Inshallah, I'll be honored.
All right. Y'all, this is the Rockwell Radio Show. Once again, thanks for tuning in. We are out of here. Salute.
Now, if you got past all of that, you might as well keep on rocking with us. So come on, everybody, let's go. Let's go. Radio show, y'all. The Rockwell Radio Show. Come on, Rockwell Radio Show, y'all. The Rockwell Radio Show. The Rockwell Radio Show, y'all. The Rockwell Radio Show. The Rockwell Radio Show, y'all. The Rockwell Radio Show. Everybody, Rockwell Radio Show. That means you too. Rockwell Radio Show. The Rockwell Radio Show. The Rockwell Radio Show. Subscribe. The Rockwell Radio Show, y'all. The Rockwell Radio Show. The Rockwell Radio Show, y'all. The Rockwell Radio Show. Come on now, y'all. Yeah. It's a dope episode, man. Come on now. Top tripping.